Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Banchero is out there with Durant. Then it's Brandon Roy. Then there's Shawn Kemp, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position. Siakam is out there with Antetokounmpo, and there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, Antetokounmpo. Over Banchero. And Giannis gets it to go.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Outside Roy. Tipped away. Young with the steal. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Sinks that one from the post.
Now that was excellent defense, but Kemba Walker just keeps his composure, and he is well schooled on how to score against size.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Walker dishes to Young. Giannis kicks to Embiid. They get it back. Siakam outside. Young from outside hits it from three-point range.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass will normally knock those down.
And here's Seattle. 4-point game. Durant. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Siakam. Doesn't go for him. Nice defense from KD. Here's Banchero. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Pass to Embiid. Driving inside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And check out Embiid's athleticism. Just because he's big doesn't mean he can't move.
To the right side. The three cranes the three-pointer. Embiid's got 5 points so far.
That was a sweet one right there.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Seattle. They trail by 9 points. Off the run, cans it from downtown.
The answer from Kevin Durant, not having any of it.
Durant's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Young outside. Siakam passes to Antetokounmpo. Off target from three-point range. Seattle trails by 6. And Roy, here we go. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way. And then he's just able to slice right through them.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And Walker kicks to Young. Over Roy. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Walker. 5 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. for Seattle. Dean comes in for Roy. And it's Terry in for Thomas. Here's Terry. On the wing, Levine from outside the arc. And he's good on the three ball.
And we know Levine has that shot in his arsenal, and he's working to develop more consistency.
Young with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Walker with a clean look. No good with the triple. Seattle trails by 4. Left side, KD. Kick out to Levine. And another 3 for Seattle.
Well, this is Levine's mindset. He is ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands.
For 3. No good.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
And another basket for Seattle.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
41 seconds left here in the first quarter. Young taking his time here. Three-pointer. And Zach LaVine pulls it down. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. And Kemp seems to relish contact on the way up. He just embraces all types of challenges.
Chalk up 2 there. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game.
I like how he picks his spots on offense, doesn't rush things.
Durant finds Terry. And here's Banchero. Left side, KD. Wow! That's unbelievable.
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Seattle. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Seattle?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love of how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
They've got Gobert, Lowry out there with Mitchell. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Embiid in at the 4 spot. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right here. Thomas is out there with Crawford. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's Haywood. And it's Kemp in at the 5, roaming the paint. Gobert the pass to Middleton. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
I love the response from Lowry. When you drain a 3 on him, this guy's coming right back at you.
Deep 2 from Crawford. And another basket for Seattle. Lowry with the ball. Launches a 3. Here's Gobert. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Gobert's got his first points in this one.
Crafty with the ball. Lowry calls for the pick and roll to open something up for his team.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Siakam has checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Seattle also making a change. Roy's checked in. Seattle leading by 3. It's Roy on the wing for the 3. No good on the shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough.
Mitchell, explosive finish.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Now, here's Thomas. Scoreless thus far. Middleton against Ross. Back to Thomas. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. 6 on the shot clock. Roy. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The creative force behind these points is Terrence Ross. This guy keeps his head up, puts the pass right where it needs to be.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Here's Seattle. 3-point lead. Pass to Haywood. Back to Ross. Here's Roy. Thomas outside. Nailed from three-point land. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. It's stolen by Kemp. And now in transition, it's Roy. Here we go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Siakam kicks to Young. Outside Butler to the middle. Will it go? The big man Embiid converts inside.
And looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Roy against Walker. From deep. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Outside Butler. Back to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And now just a 4-point Seattle lead.
Whenever you see a chance in that painted area, boy, you've got to take advantage of it.
The 3 from Thomas. Seattle missing again. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Here's Thomas. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Ross for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
1:06 left in the first half of basketball. The kick out to Walker. It's good from long range. Walker's got 7.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Butler. And then for Seattle. Banchero's checked in for Haywood. And Durant subbed in for Terrence Ross. Embiid finds Siakam from downtown. And Young with the basket on the assist by Siakam. 11 points in the game.
And one thing about Trae Young, this guy has zero fear. Always looking to pull from deep.
Here's Thomas. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside Roy from past the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Then jammed down as it goes right over Paolo Banchero.
just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
The line for one. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And that one misses. Seattle trails by 3. Roy dishes to Banchero. Outside for Roy. Can they get it? That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat from them.
Embiid's shot is good.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Fires away from outside. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Seattle. They got Siakam. Young is out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
KD's shot selection is always on point. You want to concede the mid-range, he's more than willing to take it.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis automatic inside.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there. You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Young for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Durant's shot is good.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Antetokounmpo passes to Siakam. Here's Walker with the three. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Roy kicks to Durant. Young with the steal. Pass to Walker. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Walker's got 10 points in the game.
Expanding his range every season. You see how confident Kemba Walker is. It doesn't matter the distance.
Didn't think that was going to go in. And Seattle leads by 4.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Walker dishes to Embiid. Great touch from 3 from Embiid.
The big man Embiid drops a big answer. What a competitor.
Thomas kicks to Kemp. Young against Roy. Durant in the corner, takes a 3, and again, Seattle with the triple.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Roy. Pass to Antetokounmpo to the inside. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Joel Embiid.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Drills it from outside. 15 points in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And Seattle also making a change. Levine's checked in. 1:30 left here in the 3rd quarter.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Embiid with the steal. Young with the ball. Now Thomas defending, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Banchero looking around, looking to end the run. Here's Kemp. Embiid with the steal. A shot by Middleton, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 5th assist in this one. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Fans, make some noise for your dance team.
Some changes for Seattle. Haywood's checked in for Banchero, and it's Ross in for Kevin Durant. Seattle trails by 5. Outside Thomas. Beyond the arc. And Zach LaVine gets the 3. LaVine's got 11 points.
Oh, wow, you can see why this team is so excited about this young talent. LaVine from the parking lot.
Thomas passes to Ross. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. LaVine, that's good. 3rd quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Kemp with the steal. Here's Ross. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Seattle. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Roy. Terrence Ross is out there with Haywood. And there's Terry. And it's Kemp in at the center filling out the middle. Now here's Lowry. Young outside. Fires the 3. Lowry can't get it to go. Lowry's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Inside. Kemp's shot is off.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Good.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam. So he's comfortable in the painted area. Does nice work there.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Kemp. Back to Terry. Now here's Ross. For 3, Roy. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Young's shot is off. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Giannis, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Banchero's checked in for Seattle. Porter comes in for Terry. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Seattle grabs the miss. Ross dishes to Kemp. And it's Kemp slamming it down.
Wow, I tell you, Kemp is not your average dunker. This guy rocks the rim.
Kemp's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. KD's checked in for Seattle. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Porter. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And
You got to be kidding.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
The 20-foot jumper, good.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
Antetokounmpo outside. Missed on the three. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort. And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And here's Walker. Here's Embiid. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Three, good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And that one is good.
Pascal Siakam, improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Home team ball.
Walker against Thomas. Down he goes for three.
Kemba Walker loves the big moment. He never shies away. Beautifully done.
On the wing, Brandon Roy. Defended by Young. Knocks down the three.
Oh, a great score. Roy just waiting for his moment.
And he hits it, one to go.
That is huge. He knows how badly they needed a bucket there.
Seattle leading by 3. Buries the deep ball.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Ben Carroll vacuums it in. Here's Thomas. Puts up the three. That shot no good.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And an intentional foul right there.
Trae Young. First personal foul. First team foul.
From deep. Knocks down the three.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. And what's their best move at this point?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
And there's the three.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Home team foul. Pascal Siakam. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Siakam.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, critical trip to the line. He knocks him in and gives him a little cushion down the stretch.
Embiid got it.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And it's Seattle with the ball.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Isaiah Thomas at the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And timeout call.